The Netherlands is a flat country. Where hills and gradients do appear, they are usually man-made. You might think we have rain all the time, but statistics tell us it isn't as bad as all that. It rains on average just once a fortnight. And if you have to struggle into a headwind on one stretch, on another you hardly need to pedal at all. Everything is close together in the Netherlands. A short bike ride takes you to the shops. A short bike ride takes you to school. A short bike ride takes you to work. There's a lot of bike rides in the Netherlands. It's an old tradition. The bicycle plays an important role in Dutch society, but that doesn't mean that the bicycle has gained the status it really deserves. The bicycle means a lot to us. We use it for much of our daily travel. To be precise, for 29% of all our journeys. Or even up to 50% in the big cities. At present, some 13 billion kilometers a year. That makes the bicycle the second most popular means of transport after the car. We've done a lot for the bicycle. It has its own lanes, its own traffic lights, and its own parking lots. But we need to do more. Cars are slowly choking us in more ways than one. The second Transport Structure Plan sets out policy designed to improve accessibility, reduce air pollution, and improve the quality of life by restricting the use of cars. That is why, for example, carpooling is being promoted. Measures are being taken to limit parking, and the price mechanism is being used. It is also why we are going to do even more for the bicycle. The bicycle is a viable alternative to the car on a number of fronts, and it could meet even more of our transport needs, especially for journeys of up to approximately 7 kilometers. And for longer journeys too, in conjunction with public transport. The masterplan bicycle is the name given to the strategy designed to increase the role of the bicycle. It forms an essential part of the second Transport Structure Plan. The masterplan bicycle aims to promote the benefits of the bicycle and to remove obstacles to its use. The strategy is divided into 5 main parts. Part 1, promoting mobility, or making sure that people choose to travel by bicycle instead of by car, by, for example, taking the bicycle more into account in town and country planning. Allowing bicycle traffic to flow more freely. Making cycle routes more direct and more fun to take. And by encouraging companies to provide facilities for cyclists. Part 2 of the strategy, making the transport chain more attractive, so people will be more inclined to leave their cars behind and use a combination of public transport and bicycle. For example, by making it easier to park bicycles at bus and tram stops, Improving cycle parking at railway stations. New ideas continue to emerge. Creating more facilities for the transport of bicycles in the train and underground. And by offering rentals at railway stations and extended leases on bicycles for company employees, possibly in combination with public transport season tickets. Part 3 of the strategy, making cycling safer. For example, by separating bicycle traffic from car traffic. By imposing lower speed limits on cars in more places. By taking simple measures to keep cars out of places they do not belong. And by making sure that there are enough bicycle repair shops so that bicycles can be properly maintained. Part 4 of the strategy, theft prevention. Small things help, such as making sure that new bicycles are fitted with approved locks and that people use better locks in general. And by giving as many bicycles as possible their own identifiable code, preferably in combination with an efficient lost and found registration system. By using good quality cycle clamps and racks, people can safeguard their bicycles against theft from the street. And more guards could be employed in covered bicycle parks. Part 5 of the strategy, cycling promotion. Convincing people that you can use your bicycle for all kinds of activities. You never need to wait for your bicycle. You can go, stay, and even lie down wherever and whenever you want. Cycling is fast and good for your health and does not damage the environment. On the contrary, all of this should be enough to convince people that they ought to use their bicycles more often. Yet in practice, people need a gentle push in the right direction. Government should provide that push by investing in a better infrastructure for bicycles and in improved parking facilities, in addition to conducting ongoing promotional campaigns. All to give the bicycle, 150 years after it was invented, the position it deserves in the total transport scheme. The Masterplan bicycle has set the following targets for the year 2010. A 30% increase in the number of kilometers traveled by bicycle. Improving the bicycle and public transport chain to achieve an increase of 15% in the number of kilometers traveled by train. A 50% reduction in the number of deaths and a 40% reduction in the number of injuries among cyclists. A dramatic drop in the number of bicycle thefts. In this way, the Masterplan bicycle provides a valuable contribution to the main aim of the second transport structure plan, the reduction of car use.